So far away the other side of the pitch. Well, good evening and welcome to Gungahlin Enclosed for this round 18 NPLW action. Tonight, Gungahlin United host Majura FC in what could really prove to be a crucial fixture in the race for finals football. Well, Gungahlin, they come into this one sitting 5th on the table, just 3 points outside top 4. Games in hand on some of the teams above them, with a winnable run home and finals still firmly in their reach. Tonight's clash really does become a must-win opportunity for them to stay in touch with the top 4. As for Majura, well, it's been a challenging campaign, but a point midweek against Tuggeranong shows there's still plenty of fight left in this squad. Carmel Lynch continues to be their standout in attack, but tonight they'll need resilient structure, maybe even just that little bit of luck to keep Gungahlin at bay. My name is Jordan Bocock. Thank you so much for joining us on this rather chilly Friday evening. See the players on the far side just making their way out onto the pitch. We'll go through the starting lineup, starting with the home side. Gungahlin United regular keeper Georgia Ritchie out tonight. Number 31 Hannah Ferguson in goal. Number 5 Darcy Whitley. Number 6 Maddie Percival. Number 8 Stella DeMarco. Number 9 Megan Castle. Number 13 Natalie DeMarco. Number 14 Lucy Darcy. Number 15 Chelsea Hatley. Number 17 Bonnie Young. Number 33, Daniela Smith, and number 34, Annalise Grove. On the bench, number 12, Amy Moore. Number 18, Lillian Pitkin. Number 19, Jessica Pearson. Number 22, Charlotte McAvoy. And number 26, Josephine McKenzie. Meanwhile, for the visitors, number 99, Grace New in between the posts. Number 9, Haley Namake. Number 14, April Van Duren. Number 15, Maya Morton. Number 40, Sophia Fernlinetto. Number 44, Vanessa Richardson. Number 47, Carmel Lynch. Number 50, Alice Johannesson Cranfield. Number 56, Joanne Southern. Number 59, Elise Barker. And number 71, Shemay Tawil. Starting on the bench for Majura. Number 19, Brianna Kent. Number 20, Ariana Kashan. Number 38, Olive Huddy. Number 68, Millicent Moody. And number 72, Chelsea Rolls. Nice little crowd starting to build here at Gungahlin Enclosed. If you are anywhere nearby, come on down and enjoy some footballing action on a Friday evening. Where else would you rather be? Just make sure you bring a jacket and perhaps gloves and perhaps a beanie. And maybe another jacket. It is a bit chilly. Gungahlin will definitely go into this one as favourites. They'll fancy their chances. These two teams have met twice already this season, and Gungahlin have scored 11 goals across 2 matches, with Majura yet to find the back of the net in either. These two teams met in round 3. It was Gungahlin that day winning 8-0. Then again in round 10, Majura going down that day 3-0. See Gungahlin all set to go. Majura just taking a little bit more time. But looking like we are all set to go now in what will be a highly entertaining 90 minutes of football. Majura in the blue, kicking towards the left of screen in this opening half. Gungahlin in their home kit of the black and white stripes. They are kicking to the right. Gungahlin with the first real chance on that far side, out for a throw. It's a magnificent facility, this Gungahlin Enclosed. One slight drawback though, obviously it is an oval, so whenever the ball does go out of play, sometimes we can have a little bit of a delay as a player or unfortunate spectator has to go chase it. was the case then. Let's go a whistle from the ref here. The ball had gone out. Another throw to Gungahlin on that far side. Definitely be looking to find the back of the net early in this game. Ritchie. Gungahlin attacking again through DeMarco. There's Grove. Grove going for a bit of a run down this near side. Ball falls to Bonnie Young to deliver into the box, but that one goes out for a goal kick. And again, just a slight delay while that football is retrieved. It's been a busy week for Majura. Would you believe this is their 6th game in 3 days? Actually, no, other way around. 3rd game in 6 days. That's what I meant to say. Last Sunday went down 2-0 to West Canberra Wanderers. Then midweek action, 0-0 draw against Tuggeranong. And then a Friday night match to round out what has been a very busy week for them. It's for Gungahlin. Just the one game this week. Last week coming off a 3-0 loss up against Canberra Olympic. They'll certainly be wanting to bounce back. It's Gungahlin who have started the more positive. Ball mostly in their attacking half. Here they are, the first corner of the match. Swung into the box. The header. Over the bar for a second or two. It looked like it was going in. Megan Castle with the header. Unable to steer her attempt on goal. Like I say, nice crowd building here. Gungahlin Enclosed has Ritchie under pressure. Throw in one by Majura. Percival. All the way back to Ferguson in goal. Hatley. Grove on this near side, looks to use her now. Immediately under pressure, but does well, Grove. Streaming down this right-hand side. Megan Castle, the flag stays down, looking to deliver the ball into the box. Good defending. From Ritchie it was, from Majura, sending that out for a corner. Well, Majura, 62 goals they have conceded this season, averaging 5 per game. Have definitely shown signs, though, that that defence is strengthening in recent games as the corner is taken quickly. The cross coming in from Grove. Just no one there at the back stick to head it home for Gungahlin. Back onto the point of Majura's defence. Their last game keeping a clean sheet. 0-0 draw against Tuggeranong. And then before that, 2-0 loss to West Canberra Wanderers. I was at that match. West Canberra Wanderers dominated, but Desse got frustrated by the defensive strength of Majura. It was 0-0 at half-time. Goal just at the start of the second half, and then final goal down to a defensive error in injury time. Really all that it was. I dare say West Canberra Wanderers came into that game thinking that it would be a bit more comfortable than what it was, but Majura have definitely strengthened their defence as the season goes on. New in goal, who as well, I should say, made some remarkable saves in that previous match. Majura defence will have to be at their A game today. Ball goes out for a throw on that far side. Ground looking in very good condition, considering this facility is not only shared between Gungalin's men, women's and all of the junior sides, but as well a local Aussie Rules football team plays their home games here. And I believe a local rugby team as well, so this pitch definitely does see a lot of use. There's Percival. To Hatley. DeMarco. Certainly was a very close encounter in the reserves match held just before this. Narrow 1-0 win to Gungahlin. Majura, though, threw everything at them in the last couple of minutes. A shot right at the end, inches wide. Definitely worth a watch if you get time. All these matches you can watch replays or whenever you wish on the Capital Football YouTube. Here's DeMarco in midfield. Majura do tend to sit back. They're happy with the opposition having the ball in this kind of area. Garland now looking to attack, though. The ball coming in, looking for Castle over her head, though. Straight into the arms of New in goal. There is Natalie DeMarco. Playing the ball through for Castle. The flag stays down. Strong defending from Majura. The Gungahlin have won it back in a dangerous area. Darcy under pressure. Stella DeMarco. That one goes out for a corner kick. Right in front of a handful of cars who have parked up on the hill there. No doubt an excellent view of tonight's footballing action. And all the convenience as well of having a heater on. If it gets very cold in the second half, I might have to go join them. Third corner of the match for Gungahlin. So far, haven't really been able to attack the goal from any of these. This one delivered by DeMarco. It bounces in the area. Chaos for a moment or two. DeMarco at the edge of the area. Shot blocked. Majura should be able to clear, of course. Two DeMarcos in the Gungahlin lineup tonight. Get back to that as the ball is delivered in, but that over the bar for a goal kick. Stella DeMarco, number 8. And Natalie DeMarco, her sister, number 13. Both been in fantastic form this season for Gungahlin. Majura do have a tendency to go short from these goal kicks, immediately putting themselves under pressure. And they have turned the ball over now. Has Castle on the edge of the area. Shot for Gungahlin, straight into the arms of New. It was Lucy Darcy with the shot. Grace New, though, equal to it. As I mentioned, the game last Sunday, Majura up against West Canberra Wanderers. It was Grace New who made a string of fantastic saves. She really is a tremendous keeper in this league. Grove now. Still going Grove. Finding Hatley. Bonnie Young. Trying to get the ball back to Young. It eventually finds its way to her. Bonnie Young bringing the ball to the byline. Still going Young, looking to deliver into the box. Majura able to clear though and out for a throw. We touched on Majura defensively conceding 62 goals across the season. Gungahlin, they've got the third best defensive record in the league this season, conceded just 22 goals. That one should trickle out for another throw in so far. The opening 10 minutes or so, the vast majority of action at that Gungahlin attacking end, though. They have to be aware, though, Majura very good on the counter-attack. the moment, though, it's Annalisa Grove just on throw-in duty, the third successive throw-in. Grove delivers into the box, and it'll be a fourth successive throw-in. Well, Annalisa Grove certainly won't have to do throw-in practice throughout the week. She's getting plenty of practice in this opening minutes. Ritchie getting in the way of that. Grove wins it back. This time out for a corner, which is taken quickly. Bonnie Young looking to deliver into the box. Eventually cleared by Majura, who now have a chance to counter-attack on their own. Gungahlin, they're getting back in numbers, showing why they've got such a strong defensive record this season, quickly winning that back. Grove. Natalie DeMarco, flag stays down. Back to Grove. Castle now with the shot. Falls to Bonnie Young, falls to DeMarco. Back to Castle on the edge of the area. Majura, though, yet again able to repel Nyamake. Majura's defense at times hasn't looked the most convincing, but so far it's done its job. Unable to think of a chance where Gungahlin have had a decent shot at Grace New in goal. Handful of shots from distance, but Goalkeeper has been equal to each one of those chances. Hatley. Young losing the ball. Now Bonnie Young going for a bit of a run. Smith on that far side. Van Duren does well. That goes out for a Majura throw. Of course, Gungahlin United do have plenty of attacking threat up forward. Megan Castle, Bonnie Young, both with 10 goals this season. As for Majura FC, Karma Lynch leads their Golden Boot with 5 times she has found the back of the net. Breeze starting to pick up here. Gungahlin Enclosed going, I'd say, mostly across the ground at this point. So towards that far side, you may be able to hear the wind as it starts to pick up in the effects mic. The chance here for Gungahlin Grove looking to deliver the ball into the box, but that one sails harmlessly wide for a goal kick. I mentioned this game does have big implications on the table going into this round. Gungahlin United sitting 5th, because one spot out of the top 4. They do have games in hand, though, against West Canberra Wanderers, who sit in 3rd, just 5 points ahead of them. Gungahlin with 2 games in hand. Certainly getting tight for that elusive 4th final spot, as that one cut out in midfield by Tawil. Trickles out of play for a throw. That wind really starting to pick up now. It's DeMarco. To find Young on this near side. Ritchie getting in the way. There's Stella DeMarco. Bit of a wayward pass. Van Duren. Still going Van Duren. One back though by DeMarco. Darcy. Here is Lynch. Does well to just hold up the ball, Lynch, waiting for support to arrive. It's one back though by Gungahlin. Percival sending it to that far side. Smith. Back to Danielle Smith. Grove. Young just tripping over the ball, allows Ritchie to swing in and get it. There's half a chance there for a Majura attack, but just too much on that ball from Ritchie. Stella DeMarco. Castle. Van Duren. Fernlinetto. Can Gungahlin win it back? Chance here as Gungahlin attack down that far side. Comes into the box, Nyamike able to clear. There's Smith looking to deliver into the box. It's a wheel getting in the way. Here is Smith. Strong defending from Southern. Sending that out for a throw on that far side. As we approach the 20-minute mark, you'd have to say Majura FC coach David Roberto would be happy with what he's seen from his team defensively. Just a wheel, can't get that to that one in midfield. One back by Gungahlin. There's Castle, back to Grove. DeMarco with a bit of space. It's never a good thing. DeMarco shoots from distance. Straight into the arms of Grace Nude. Stella DeMarco does have the ability to hit a ball from distance. Majura will definitely have to get closer to her. Perhaps that is a warning sign as Lynch shoots from distance. That one going well wide. Ferguson in goal goes to claim certainly the quieter of the two keepers so far in this opening half. FC just very happy to sit back. Let Gungahlin have the ball in these kind of areas as Grove. Young. Castle back to Grove. Flag's gone up though for offside. Does seem that Gungahlin United, most of their attacks, if not all, seem to be coming from the wide areas. This pitch being one of the widest in the league. And their home pitch, they know the dimensions well, as that ball's being claimed by Young in midfield, sending the ball into the box. Nyamike, I think that is on that far side. Just letting that one run out for a goal kick. DeMarco now. Too much on that from Castle, I think it was. That one goes out for a goal kick. Well, it has been a tough week for Majura games-wise. This their Third match in just 6 days. They'll very much be looking forward to popping their feet up. And the next game after this is not for a week and a half or so, so they've got plenty of time. But no doubt that hectic match schedule has had an impact on the Majura players. Interesting to see how they cope with that busy match schedule as this match goes on. As well, of course, all of these players with jobs or studying during the day, so 3 games in 6 days, massive commitment. Now DeMarco going to assist Estella. Back to Percival. Again, Gungahlin looking to attack down the wings. Stella DeMarco. Grove sending the ball into the box. Looks like Natalie DeMarco got a boot on that, but couldn't stare at goalwards. Goes out for another goal kick. This is what Majura have been doing quite well recently. Very strong defensively. Not allowing the opposition any time and space in that box. Certainly Majura's match against West Canberra Wanderers the weekend just gone did certainly get the feeling that the Wanderers were starting to get more and more frustrated by it the longer this match went on. So far this game, following similar patterns. Stella DeMarco on the edge of the area looking to change that. Gungahlin claims. There's Natalie DeMarco. Stella DeMarco now. Sending the ball into the box. Castle's there. What a stop from you. Not sure how much she knew about it. Got her positioning perfect, though. Good save from the Majura shot stopper. Keeps it at 0-0. Now Lynch doing well to hold the ball up in midfield. Still going Karma Lynch. There's a chance for Majura. Lynch shoots from distance. Hannah Ferguson graciously claims. What a stop that was a few moments ago from Grace New. Mentioned that she would have to be at her best if her team Majura were going to get anything out of this match, and so far she has been. And now Majura with another chance to go forward. That ball looking for Lynch, just couldn't quite find her. Darcy. Smith. Well, Hannah Ferguson in the Gungahlin goal. Like I said, definitely the quieter of the two keepers so far, though. She'll have to make sure her mind doesn't wander, though. Can often happen to keepers when they don't have a lot of work to do. So make sure that she is at her best should Majura get a chance. At the moment, though, it is all Gungahlin. The Lions' share of possession. To find the back of the net, though, thus far. Perhaps here has DeMarco. Her cross blocked. Natalie DeMarco winning the corner for her team. Looking like Gungahlin, they do take it quickly. Grove sending the ball into the box. Bit of a scramble. Eventually the ball finds itself into the arms of Grace New. We know that Majura do set up very well defensively. Perhaps a tactic from Gungahlin on those set pieces to really rush for them and take them quickly before this Majura defense has time to get set up. Saw Natalie DeMarco sprinting over to get that ball and sprinting to the corner spot. Not wasting a second for taking a set piece. Lisa Grove delivered the ball a couple of times into the box from this right-hand side. Goes for a run to the byline. Will look to get into the box now. Ritchie, though, up to it. That one goes off the corner flag, I think it was, and out for another corner. In swinging corner from Grove. Ritchie heading it away. There's Bonnie Young at the edge of the area, sending it into the box. Now McKay eventually able to clear. Goes out for a throw. Spectators still arriving here. Good crowd. Out on a Friday night. Youngsters as well, which we do like to see. Getting out and supporting their local team. Southern under pressure. Gungahlin have won it back in a dangerous area. Here's Young. Young with a shot at the edge of the area, but wide of the post. Out for a goal kick. As we approach the half-hour mark, it's Gungahlin enjoying the lion's share of possession, but thus far just unable to break down this Majura defence. To their credit, have done very well. Some wonderful shot stopping as well from Grace New. Keeping this one at 0-0. What can Marcel Munoz do to help his team? Bonnie Young trying to break the drought. Falls to Castle, her shot. Again blocked by New. Garland win the ball back in midfield. Castle to DeMarco. The edge of the area, Young. DeMarco with a shot, that blocked. Young with it at the edge of the area, finding Castle. So that one's gone out for a goal kick. You might have seen back play Bonnie Young just holding, I think it's her right foot in a little bit of pain. He was hoping nothing too major. Shoelaces all tied up, very important. Southern under pressure, Gungahlin yet again win it back. Castle in the middle, Castle with the shots. You up to it again. Whitley. Just bringing it back to Smith. Get the feeling these last couple of minutes, Gungahlin starting to turn the heat up. Want to find the back of the net before half-time. Here is Grove. Across too close to New in goal, though. Darcy with a bit of space in midfield. To Wheel. To Ritchie, under pressure. Back to Ritchie. Bonnie Young. Now the chance for Castle, and she does find the back of the net. through the legs, I think it was, of Grace New. It was a beautiful ball played through by Bonnie Young. Megan Castle did the rest. Well, Majura, the defence did hold strong for half an hour. Did get the feeling, though, that Gungahlin were turning up the heat, and that they just did. Megan Castle finds at the back of the net. 11th goal of the season. And Gungahlin do take the lead. Perhaps now a chance for a second as Gungahlin on the attack again. DeMarco looking to deliver into the box. Nyamakay getting in the way. I think it took a spectator's second or two to realise that ball did actually go in. Just the way it bounced out looked a bit peculiar, but a slight delayed round of applause from some, but did find the back of the net. It has to be said, deserved. Gungahlin dominated possession. Now that dominance has been rewarded with the goal on the scoreboard. Ritchie. Lynch does hold the ball up very well that time, though. Pinched back by Grove. Smith keeping the attack going. Whitley it is on that far side. The shot, the save from New. Whitley with the shot. New diving down towards her right. Keeping that one out. Expense of a corner. Which again is taken quickly by Gungahlin. So a deflection will be another corner. Must be close to double figures, the amount of corners that Gungahlin have had in this first half. Castle lurking at the back post. The ball comes in. Here is Castle. The header just wide. Percival there as well, just unable to steer the ball home. So close to number 2. Just over the head of Tawil. Does well to keep it in. Hatley to Percival. Maddie Percival with plenty of time to assess her options. Brings it back to Chelsea Hatley. Now Grove. Grove going on a little bit of a run, sending the ball into the box over everyone's head. Smith, though, to try to keep it in on that far side, but had gone out for a goal kick. Ten minutes to go in this opening half. It is Gungahlin with the lead. Bit of an unorthodox goal kick from New, but it'll work. Percival wins that ball back for the Gunners. Over the head of Castle, Ritchie is there to clear. Bonnie Young. Grove continued her run. It's been very dangerous down this right-hand side. Bonnie Young to Grove. Still gone. Finding Darcy. Darcy with a bit of space, looking to send the ball to the back stick. Just no one there to turn it home. For Gungahlin, Johansson Cranfield able to clear. They're living dangerously at the back, Majura. Defeat Roberto will be hoping that his side can not concede another before the break. Gungahlin, though, pushing players forward. Over the head of Castle, that throw. Yamakay. Lucy Darcy in midfield. Clever little turn, Lucy Darcy finding space. Darcy with the shot from distance. Sailing wide, though. Grace New with the unenviable job. Having to go track that ball down, like I say, fantastic facility. One minor drawback, obviously, with it being an oval when the ball does go out of play. Can be a slight delay in retrieving it. On a chilly night like this, though, goalkeepers might not mind going for a bit of a run, chance to warm up as Majura immediately under pressure. Ball's fallen to Darcy. Castle at the edge of the box. Still going Megan Castle. There's Darcy. Yamakay getting in the way. Darcy Whitley applying pressure. They've won it back as Natalie DeMarco. Able to win back. Lynch to Wheel. Can they set up an attack? Grove getting in the way. There's Darcy. Whitley on that far side going for a run towards the byline. Finding Megan Castle in a bit of space in the box. Shot from Darcy wide. In fact, it took a deflection. They'll go out for a corner. Hard to keep count of the amount of corners that Gungahlin have had in this opening half thus far, though. Unable to find the back of the net from any of these set pieces. On the whole, Majura have looked strong defending corners, though. A couple of shaky moments. This ball is delivered towards the penalty spot. It's allowed to bounce in the box. Castle is there. Just unable to get boot to ball and cleared by Lynch, I think it was. Sending that out for a throw, which Grove wastes no time in taking. Ball's found its way to Whitby on this right-hand side, sending the ball into the box. Yamakay able to clear, though. It's relentless, though, from Gungahlin. As soon as Majura clear, they win it straight back. There is Smith. Yamakay putting her foot through that to send it clear. Out for a throw on that far side. Just he said this evening is a very far side. This pitch, one of the widest in the league. As we've seen, Gungahlin looking to utilise the wings for the majority, if not all, of their attacks so far this evening. Grove winning it back in a dangerous area. There is Natalie DeMarco. Still going DeMarco, threading the ball through to Castle. Castle finds the back of the nets for goal number 2. Expertly set up by Natalie DeMarco. Megan Castle, she's already got 1 goal in this match. Make that 2. In the shadows of halftime, it's Gungahlin that double their lead. Majura FC defensive. On the whole, done well to repel this Gungahlin attack, but leaks starting to emerge at the back. Yet again, Gungahlin looking to attack via the wing. Castle, she wants a hat-trick. Megan Castle straight into the arms of New. He's not getting much rest in between saves, Grace New. Stella DeMarco. Bonnie Young. Smith it is, looking to deliver the ball into the box. She'll get another go. Stella DeMarco looking for Castle over her head. Richie at the back, New there as well. Well, coming into this game, Gungahlin United winless in their last two, including a key loss to their table rivals, Canberra Olympic. They would have come here under pressure. They would have needed to respond, and thus far in this first half they have. Megan Castle finding the back of the net twice. That ball just too much on it for Lynch. Ferguson in goal hasn't had all that much to do, but what she has had to do has done very well. Hatley. Majura defense just hanging back, allowing Gungahlin to have the ball. Now Grove on this near side. Richie right there with her. Grove storms past Richie. Grove sending the ball into the box. Could this be number 3? It is. Darcy Whitley with the strike. Majura FC desperate for this half-time whistle as Gungahlin find the back of the net for the 3rd time. Wonderful run on this near side by Annalise Grove. Darby Whitley in space in the box. She did the rest. And just like that, it is 3-0. Just feels that every time Majura have the ball, they are under pressure from Gungahlin, though. A rare foray now as into attack. No one there, though, is Hannah Ferguson happy to claim. Richie getting in the way. The goal scorer, Whitley. To wheel, just too much on that. Here is Whitley again. Bit of space for Castle. Garland giving it away in a very dangerous area. Castle lurking. That shot from Bonnie Young. Very much over the bar and out for a goal kick. Living dangerously at the back, Majura. The golden chances for Stella DeMarco and Megan Castle, just unable to get boots a ball. David Roberto definitely with work to do at the half-time break, which is surely not too far away. Won't too many of any stoppages in this first half, so I can't imagine there'll be too much injury time. David Roberto do to inspire his Majura team into what would truly be a remarkable second half comeback. Johansson Cranfield. Yamake going on a bit of a run. Now this building for Majura, can they find the back of the net before the half-time interval? Fernlin Neto. Marco, they're able to clear. Gungahlin, could they find the back of the net before the half? They've got players forward. Castle free in the centre. Still free. Ball falls to Whitley. Wonderful stop from New. Richie there able to clear that stop from New, drawing a warm round of applause from the spectators there. Definitely looked almost certain that Darby Whitley would find the back of the net for the second time. Grace New, they're doing what she can to keep her team in it. Still, we play on. Referee with a quick look at his watch. Grove with a look into the box. Going for a run down the byline, sending it into the box now. Still Gungahlin attack through Whitby. Whitley it is, sorry. Still we play on. Percival. Again, Percival looking for Smith on that far side. Johansson Cranfield immediately under pressure. Bonnie Young's won it back. Whitley's found herself in an acre of space at the back of the post. Just has to wait for support to arrive. Here's Grove. Grove sending it into the box. DeMarco with space. New with the stop. New pounces are on. Pounces on the ball for the second time. What a game she is having, Grace New in goal. You get the feeling without her, there'll be a lot more goals conceded by Majura. String of remarkable saves in this first half, keeping it to just 3. As that will be that for what has been a first half dominated by Gungahlin United. Majura playing their third match in 6 days. Did well to hold out Gungahlin defensively for as long as they did, but couldn't hold them out for the entire half. Megan Castle with 2 first half goals. Darby Whitley with the third means at halftime at Gungahlin Enclosed, it is Gungahlin United 3, Majura FC 0. Well, welcome back to Gungahlin Enclosed. Second half of NPLW action. Gungahlin United leading Majura FC 3-0 at the break. It was the first half that Gungahlin dominated possession. Majura defended valiantly, but it's not enough to repel. 2 goals from Megan Castle. A third from Darby Whitley. Majura definitely do have an uphill battle in this second half. Football, though, it's a funny game. You never know what could happen. Certainly do not count them out just yet. Coming into this game, Gungahlin really needed a response. Winless in their last 2. They currently sit 5th on the table, just 1 spot outside of the finals. They do have a strong goal difference though, plus 23. Better than 2 teams above them on the table as this second half gets underway. It is Gungahlin in their home strip. The black and white stripes kicking in this second half. Majura in the blue and white kicking towards the right. Well, Grace knew she was definitely the busier of the 2 keepers, the Majura shot stopper. Even though 3 goals conceded, she did make a string of excellent saves. Get the feeling that will have to continue. It's Gungahlin looking to push forward again. Grace knew coming out to meet it confidently. Megan Castle going into this game. 10 goals to her name this season. You can make that 12 now. Stella DeMarco streaming through midfield. Majura able to defend. We believe no changes at the break for either side. Here is now Megan Castle. That one goes out for a goal kick. Majura FC have been on the receiving end of some heavy losses this season. More encouraging signs, though, in the last 2 games. A 0-0 draw in midweek action up against Tuggeranong, and then 2-0 defeat to West Canberra Wanderers last weekend in what really could have been a lot more. Similar to this game, it was West Canberra Wanderers who enjoyed the lion's share of possession, just unable to break down the Majura defence until late in the second half. That ball delivered into the box. Hayley Nyamake getting in the way. Stella DeMarco going on a little run, but unable to get a shot away straight into the arms of Grace New. Here is Castle. Playing the ball out wide. Back in looking for Castle. Yeah, again in the way. We did see in the first half a lot, not really all of Gungahlин's attacks coming from the wide areas. Look for that to continue. Wonderful facility. This one of the slight quirks, I guess you'd call it, as this is one of the widest pitches in the league. They're all slightly different sizes, and Gungahlin United's home ground, they'd be used to its dimensions as Grove. Just unable to keep that in on that far side. Gungahlin will certainly be looking towards this game to give them a boost of momentum as they look towards cementing a final spot. Of course, top 4 qualifiers for finals. Gungahlin currently 5th on the table. However, with 2 games in hand against West Canberra Wanderers, who sit in 3rd. And a superior goal difference as well. That could very much come into play in these final couple of rounds. One back by Fernlinetto in midfield. DeMarco wins it back though. Ritchie on that far side to Wheel. Gungahlin just playing around with the ball in dangerous areas. Stella DeMarco looking to find an opening to Wheel, getting in the way. Ritchie under pressure. DeMarco wins it back. Here's Bonnie Young. Sending the ball into the box. Whippy's there off the post and out for a goal kick. Majura really do have to be on their best defensively. There's definitely a chance that this margin could widen quite significantly. Gungahlin do have excellent strikers up forward. DeMarco looking to send the ball through to Castle. Joanne Southern getting in the way. Of course, Gungahlin do come into this game with the fresher legs. This Majura's third match in 6 days. Combine a hectic schedule as either working or studying. I'm sure they'll all be looking forward to popping their feet up at some point over the weekend. By the way, this is the only match on at the moment, but there are a whole heap of matches in the NPL, W and NPL men's competition over the weekend. All of those matches you'll be able to stream live from wherever you are in the world. For the Capital Football YouTube, a big weekend of football in the capital. Ferguson. Percival. Bonnie Young. Gungahlin again looking to use the wings for their attacks. Just a bit too much on that. From Grove, in fact, took a deflection and will be out for a corner. Gungahlin had a lot of corners in that first half, but were really unable to do much from them. A couple of times the Majura defence looked shaky, but on each of those occasions they were able to repel the attack. A couple of times Gungahlin played it short or played the corner quickly, which indeed they do go short this time. As the flag goes up for... I don't know. No, I thought it might have been offside. It was not offside. I don't think the ball was stationary from the corner, so that'll need to be retaking. Second time lucky, sending it into the box. Castle at the back lurking, her shot blocked. You're able to clear. It's going to come straight back though, DeMarco. Huddy now. Fernlinetto does well to keep it in. Chance for Majura. Hatley getting in the way. Did have a couple of sort of half chances at Majura each time. We'll come back to that in a moment as it's Gungahlin attacking through Whitby on this near side. Darby Whitley. Sent wide, sent too wide, in fact, out for a goal kick. Yep, so Majura did have a couple of sort of half chances in that first half. Gungahlin definitely have to stay switched on at the back. Got one of the best defensive records in the league, Gungahlin, just conceding 22 goals all season. Able to repel that attack is now Stella DeMarco. Darcy back to Grove. There's Natalie DeMarco. Darcy on the edge of the area, just a bit of a heavy touch. Falls to Stella DeMarco. Of course, there are two DeMarcos out there. Stella and her sister Natalie. Both having fantastic seasons at Fork and Gungahlin. There's Whitley. It's Percival. Darcy sending it to the back stick. The header, the follow-up header from Megan Castle. New came out to claim before she could get a secondary header on that. Good keeping from the Majura shot stopper. Like I said, did make a string of excellent saves in the first half, did Grace New. She comes off her line to claim that. Will certainly have to be at her best again in the second half. Too wide, that one out for a throw. Neto unable to keep it in. As we approach the 10-minute mark of the second half, it does appear that second half following a very similar pattern to the first, with Gungahlin very much enjoying a heavy dominance in possession as this ball gets sent into the box, but Majura should be able to clear. First half, Gungahlin heavily dominated possession, but just unable to find too much space inside the box. As it looks like we'll have our first couple of substitutions of the evening. It looks like Danielle Smith is making way for Gungahlin. To be replaced by number 18, Lillian Pitkin. Of course, did feature in the reserves game just before this. That match, by the way, a very entertaining watch. A narrow 1-0 lead, 1-0 win to Gungahlin. Majura, though, throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at them in the last couple of minutes, inches away from finding an equaliser. Of course, all these games you can watch replays of at the Capital Football YouTube at your convenience. Natalie DeMarco looking to set up yet another attack for Gungahlin. Again, they do attack on that far side. It looks like Young sending the ball into the box. Wheelie at the back just had to go and find it. Manages to keep it in. In fact, no, she doesn't. Drifted out of play for a goal kick. Yet again, Gungahlin looking to attack down the wings to really stretch this solid Majura defense. It's quite a chilly evening here at Gungahlin. There was a little bit of breeze in that first half. Seems to have almost all died down for the moment, at least. Grove now on the far side. Here's Amy Moore. Back to the feet of Moore to Stella DeMarco. Dances past one, dances past another. This building for Gungahlin, but Grace New off her line, coming out to claim confidently. Duran using her pace. Ferguson coming off her line. Hasn't had an awful lot to do in the Gungahlin goal, Hannah Ferguson, but it's on the ball there to clear. Maya Morton on throwing duty for Majura. Finds his way back to Morton. Van Duren to send it into the box. Ferguson just letting that run out for a goal kick. Dare I say rare foray forward for Majura. Unable able to find the ball too much in their attacking third in that opening half. Perhaps the second it will be different as Richie gets in the way. That one. It's fallen to Amy Moore on that far side. Has Megan Castle already got 2 goals. Megan Castle, Whitby, there is number 4. Castle, turn provider. Darby Whitley, well now she's got her second of the match. And Gungahlin have their 4th. Fantastic run from Castle on that far side. Looked like she had her eyes set on goal, but saw her teammate in the middle. Darby Whitley in the right place to turn that home. "4-0 to Gungahlin United. Well, Majura said at the start of this second half they had a mountain to climb. Well, that mountain has got even higher. It might get even higher still as Gungahlin yet again attack. That ball sent into the box. A couple of shouts for a handball. Nothing doing from the ref out for corner kick. Of course, as we approach the end of the season, goals may become the deciding factor in teams making it into the finals or not. Currently, Gungahlin United in 5th place with a plus 23 goal difference, better than 2 teams above them. Canberra Olympic with a plus 17 in 4th, and West Canberra with a plus 20 in 3rd. I'm sure Marcel Munez, the Gungahlin coach, has told his team to keep their foot on the throat as that ball sent in. New comes out. Chance here for Gungahlin, no shot taken. Eventually, Percival surrounded. Looks like Majura able to clear that one. Living dangerously at the back, though. Here is Castle looking to send the ball into the box again. Just can't get there until it goes out of play for a goal kick. Of course, Megan Castle very much helping that positive goal difference that Gungahlin United do have coming into this match. She's the equal highest top scorer with 10 goals. Bonnie Young also with 10. Ginger Oliver breathing down both of their necks with 8 goals. Solid defensively as well, Gungahlin. The 3rd best defence in the league, just conceding 22 as Castle. Looking to tee up a teammate. The shot's just over the bar. Bonnie Young it was. Has been a live wire in that first half. Not too far away from finding the back of the net. Majura definitely living dangerously. David Roberto's side. What can they do? It looks like Gungahlin be adding to that goal tally very shortly if they continue how they are playing. One back by Percival. Jura win it back though. Perhaps a chance for them now down this right wing. A ref or a forward. It's Van Duren. Garland though getting numbers back very quickly. Young. Just not quite on the same page as her attackers as that one. Should trickle out for a throw in. It does eventually. One of those agonizing ones that just stays in and stays in and stays in. Well, Majura, they have showed more commitment, I guess is the best way of putting it, to try to push forward. Very much in that first half, they were all just about hanging back, but in this half, we've seen a couple of times them getting forward. Does, however, open holes in their defense as that one goes out for another corner. We approach the 20-minute mark of this second half. Garland with yet another corner. This one in swinging to the near post, in fact. Goes out of play harmlessly for a goal kick, and we will have some more substitutions for Gungahlin. Looks like Stella DeMarco, her night is done. As is her sisters, Natalie DeMarco. Two sisters taking a leave. Fantastic season they're both having for Gungahlin. Confirmation on those players coming on in just a moment. Here is Pitkin. Still going Pitkin, done well to fight her way through. Majura, though, escorting that out for a goal kick. Jessica Pearson and Josephine McKenzie, those two new players introduced just a few moments ago for Gungahlin. They look to add more pain to Majura's season. That one just too much on it, out for a goal kick. Of course, these two teams already met twice so far this season. The first fixture took place in round 3. At this very venue, Gungahlin left that day 8-0 victors. The return fixture, it was again Gungahlin dominating to a 3-0 lead, 3-0 win. 11 goals in 2 games they have scored this season against this opponent. I dare say, bad news for Majura fans. It's looking like they may be adding to that. They're in a very goal-hungry mood. Gungahlin is that one, just unable to find Castle. Again, though, one back in a dangerous area. Bonnie Young with the shots. Top stop from New. Falls to Castle. Back to Whitley. Already got 2. Looking for a hat-trick. There is a hat-trick. Chipping it over New in goal. 3rd goal for the number 5, Darby Whitley. What an evening she is having. What an evening Gungahlin are having. They now make it 5-0. Fantastic strike from Whitley. Had a couple of players in front of her. Managed to get the ball high, but then under the crossbar, dipping under the crossbar. She gets her 3rd. Gungahlin get their 5th in there. They don't look done just yet. Jesse McKenzie, one of the substitutions from just before. Here's Josephine McKenzie again. Hatley. Pearson. Grove. Winning the corner, Grove on that far side. She's been everywhere on that right-hand side so far this evening. Annalisa Grove. Gungahlin pushing a lot of numbers forward, almost all of their players in the attacking box. That one goes out for goal kick. A bit unusual there with Gungahlin pushing all of their players into the box. Normally you only see that in the last minute or so of a match with teams chasing a lead at left. Olive Huddy for Majura absolutely free on the halfway line. If Majura had been able to get a quick counter-attack. Here's Fern Linetto looking to set something up for Majura. Only got Huddy ahead of her. Olive Huddy does well. Still going, Olivia Huddy. Ferguson able to claim in the Gungahlin goal. Good run that from Olivia Huddy. Didn't have really anything in support. Had to go herself. Now Amy Moore. "20 minutes to go, plus a stoppage time on what has been thus far a dominant performance from Gungahlin United. 2 first half goals from Megan Castle, and then 3 from Darby Whitley. These two have put on a clinic up front this evening. Bonnie Young, yet again. Grove sprinting down that right-hand side. Getting the ball into the box, but sails out harmlessly for a goal kick, and we'll have some more substitutions, this time for Majura. Looks like a bit of a tactical change as Olivia Huddy, who had that fantastic run just before, looks to be moving back. It's left back position. We'll get confirmation on the players who came off and on in just a moment. Arena Cashan, I think, is the player who has joined us. It is Gungahlin who attack yet again. Strong defending, though, from Richie. Wonderful run from Van Duren, but Gungahlin getting back with numbers. Pitkin. Hatley. There's Grove. That one sails through to New in goal. Gungahlin, you do very much get the sense they're not done with yet in terms of the scoring, as they do push forward yet again. Yamake getting in the way and able to use her pace to maybe set something up for Majura. Just too much on that. Ferguson with plenty of time to claim. Ferguson off her line, able to claim. Again. Percival. There is Castle and Yamake getting in the way, though. Still the Gungahlin coaching staff urging their side forward. They want more. Hatley. Trying to find Castle. Balls to Moore. Majura able to clear, though. They do have a couple of players forward. Here is Kashan, the substitution from just a few moments ago. Moore. Good run on that far side from Grove. Sending the ball into the box, getting in the way. Joanne Southern sending that out for a corner. So we head into the final 15 minutes of this match, what has been a clinical display by Gungahlin. Come into this match heavy favourites and shown why, as that ball delivered into the box. New comes out with the punch. Ball's bobbling around in there. Castle off the crossbar. The follow-up. Eventually it is Castle, who I think is able to poke it home. It's not Castle, in fact, it's Percival. There is number 6, an utter goalmouth scramble. The definition of a goalmouth scramble has ended in the ball finding the back of the net for the 6th time for Gungahlin. Off the boot of Maddie Percival. The ball was bobbling around in each direction in that box there. Gungahlin do have goal number 6, and dare I say, for Majura fans, they don't look done just yet. Barker. There's Kashan. Percival, the goal scorer from just before. Kenzie. Okay, winning it back. Picking back to Ferguson in goal, who hasn't had a lot to do this evening. What she has had to do, she's done very well. Moore. Young just trying to keep that in on the far side. She's done so. Hanson Cranfielder getting in the way for that. Gungahlin do well to win it back. The flag is up though. Castle judged to have been in an offside position. Over 10 minutes to go on what is quite a chilly evening here in Gungahlin. Spectators doing everything they can to stay warm. I can tell you that cameramen doing a little dance behind the camera to stay warm as well. And it's Gungahlin who are dancing with joy. They've been magnificent this evening. Came into this match heavy favourites and have shown why. Majura have defended valiantly, but Gungahlin attack just that little bit too good. Pitkin winning that back. Mackenzie. I think it's Whitley who was able to retrieve that before it goes out. Richie sticking a foot in and winning the goal kick. dominant display by Gungahlin United. All credit to them. It's now Ritchie. Gungahlin applying pressure. They've won it back through McKenzie. Percival found her name on the score sheet just a few moments ago. Has Hatley. Back to Hatley. Back to Percival. Those two solid as they always are in defence this evening. Percival sending the ball forward over the head of Ritchie. Okay, getting back. Darby Whitley sending the ball into the box. Far too close though to the Majura shot stopper. Was able to claim, well, Fanlaneto to chase that one, but Percival getting there first. Back to Ferguson in goal. As we approach the last 10 minutes of this one, a little look to next week's fixtures. Majura FC finish this hectic schedule that saw them play 3 games in 6 days. They'll enjoy a 9-day break. No doubt the players will be popping their feet up for that. Their next game, home fixture next weekend up against Canberra Olympic. It is Majura who head to their substitutes bench. April Van Duren making way. Looks like Millicent Moody, who is coming on for the last 10 minutes or so. Played well, April Van Duren. Not too many chances that Majura got to attack and to go forward, but whenever they did, Duren did very well. Whilst Majura have a bit of a break before their next game, it's Gungahlin who have the opposite, a tightish turnaround, I guess you could call it. We'll come back to that in just a second as Castle streams into the box. Strong defending, though, from Majura, able to win the free kick. Joanne Southam it was. It's done very well this evening. Gungahlin's next match. Got a midweek Tuesday night fixture. Away to Tuggeranong. Definitely will be a tough match for Tuggeranong. Gungahlin shown tonight can be ruthless in front of goal as Hatley pushes forward yet again for the Gunners. Trying to find Castle. Couple of shouts for a penalty, but referee waving that away, saying nothing doing. Tuggeranong currently sitting 7th on the table. Just 1 win so far this season. It'll be a tough match for them next Tuesday, of course, that, and every single other match you'll be able to live stream live from wherever you are in the world on the Capital Football YouTube. And if you miss any games, you can also watch replays as well. So Ritchie with a long throw down the line. Cashan has tried hard since coming on. There's McKenzie. Can't quite keep that in. Gungahlin do have the throw though. McKenzie. Back to Percival. Probably wouldn't have expected to find her name on the score sheet this evening, but of course there it was. She's the scorer of the 6th goal. Whitley free in space on this near side. Couldn't quite get it to a Ritchie in the way. Goes out for a throw. We did see just before Ritchie can deliver a long throw. Number 44 for Majura looks solid at this right back position. There's Kashan dribbling past a couple of players in midfield, just not quite on the same wavelength with a defender, as Grove now pushing forward for Gungahlin just behind Castle. Grove will win it back though. A little bit of time and space. Annalisa Grove assesses her options, goes back to Young. Just too wide that one for Grove, out for a throw. So we approach the final 5 minutes. Gungahlin would have come this evening, I dare say, expecting to win, definitely needing to win if they are to push for a final spot, and they've done exactly what they needed to do as Castle delivers straight into the arms of New. Finals race going to be very, very interesting in these last couple of rounds. Kashan holding up the ball well, finding a bit of space. Johansson, Cranfield trying to find Moody on this near side, but Percival able to get there first. There is Percival. Pitkin definitely getting many minutes into the legs this evening, featured in the reserves game just before this. Whitley found the back of the net 3 times this evening, just unable to get her cross in. So that one goes out for goal kick, and it will be Majura who go to their bench again. Joanne Southam, I believe it is, who is making way. We'll get confirmation on that player joining us in just a moment. Brianna Kent it is, on for the last couple of minutes. Pitkin. Percival. Switch to the other side where Grove is. Well, it will be Gungahlin coach Marcel Munez. He leaves here the happier of the two coaches. David Roberto, though, be proud of the effort that his team have put in. We've touched on their hectic schedule this last week. Despite the scoreline, they have defended valiantly, and as well, despite the scoreline, wonderful performance put in from Grace New in the Majura goal. Reminded of one in the first half when Megan Castle from point blank range attempted to find the back of the net, but Grace New was up to it. Certainly without her between the sticks, this would have been a much larger defeat, as Majura, playing dangerously at the back, able to clear. It took a deflection off a Gungahlin player, so it'll be a Majura throw. Not too many stoppages in this second half, so you'd think there wouldn't be too much stoppage time. I dare say the main stoppage would be just retrieving the ball whenever it goes out. So obviously this facility is a magnificent one, but with it being an oval, no fence around, whenever the ball does go out, it can sometimes take a little bit of time to retrieve. Lost count of how many times Grace New in the Majura goals had to go for a little jog to retrieve for a goal kick. Hatley, McKenzie. Gungahlin looking to find the back of the net one more time on this Friday evening. Harris Castle with a little bit of space. She Couldn't quite get there, Castle. Pulled up a little bit sore. Hez hoping all is good. In the meantime, ball finds itself back at Castle's feet. Multiple players surrounding the ball. Hez Whitley sends a shot towards goal, but into the side netting. Yeah, Castle looked like she pulled up a little bit sore from that chance just a couple of moments ago. She waved away referee and the physio, so Hez hoping obviously all good. It would be devastating for Gungahlin if she was to pick up an injury. She's the leading goal scorer for them this season. So here is Whitley looking to find Castle. With her back to goal, Castle still making Castle. There's Pitkin. Percival. Kenzie. Grove. Cross goes out for goal kick. It does look like Megan Castle back moving freely, perhaps just a touch of cramp. As we close in on full time. There's Richie. Goes out for throw. Amy Moore. Percival. Pitkin. Can deliver into the box. Richie in the way. Here's Cashan doing well to hold up the ball, just waiting for support to arrive. Winning the throw. Surely not too long to go in this one. Referee checks his watch as Richie delivers the throw. Cashan again doing well, surrounded by defenders. Still going, Cashan. Done well since coming on eventually, though. One back by Whitley. That will be that, though. It was a match that Gungahlin would have come here expecting to win. The AFL siren's going off. It was a match that Gungahlin would have expected to win, and thus they did. Majura defended valiantly, though. Thus, the Gungahlin strike force was too strong. 2 goals to Megan Castle in the first half. 1 to Darby Whitley, made it 3 at the break. Another 3 goals in the second half. Darby Whitley rounding out her hat-trick. And Maddie Percival pouncing on a goal. Mouth scramble from a corner means it ends here. From Gungahlin Enclosed, Gungahlin United 6, Majura FC 0.